Well, the Tongass is very important to me because it reminds me of my ancestors, it reminds me of my grandparents, how important the trees are.
The Tongass is home. It's where I grew up. It's most of what I've known through life.
We're surrounded. It's everywhere you look out your window. It's right outside your door.
You know, I'm out in it every day. And so the conditions of what's going on in the Tongass, you know, really shape my day.
I think the quietness and everything, I enjoy it. I always look forward to going out.
I grew up moving around a whole bunch, and I never really had a strong connection to place. Coming to Alaska and living in the Tongass has completely changed my perspective.
It means everything to me. I came to this part of the world as a 20-year-old and recognized pretty early on that I could make an entire life of exploration right here. Around, and nothing ever felt right after living here.
We used to go out in the summertime, gather food and whatever. They never cut the trees down unless they were going to use it for something.
You know, in our culture, everything has a spirit, has an essence. That's taught us to be respectful to nature and to the land and the ocean, because it also provides for us. A lot of us here, whether you're Tlingit or Native Alaskan or not, a lot of families rely on subsistence to get them through the year.
I do a lot of hunting and fishing for subsistence and eat food from the Tongass just about every day. I built my house with Tongass wood that I got from standing dead trees and personal use and small mills and beach logs, and I do a lot of woodworking.
It provides shelters for the animals, the deer, the bear, the mountain goats, everything that we would probably potentially harvest. It provides nests for the birds. It creates a lot of oxygen for our people, and then if you exploit it and take things out of it to lend natural resources, it just wrecks all different kinds of things. It's been proven in the past, and where corporations have gone and just leveled mountainsides, and the debris is still there 30 plus years later. We had a local pulp mill for how many years, which people got rich off of, which is understandable. But when it's almost like the herring, when you deplete a resource, it's gone.
One of my earliest memories is when the mill closed in Sitka, how that shook the community to its core. And that transition is still ongoing, and it's still painful.
I remember a friend came over and told me the news, and we just rolled on the kitchen floor laughing and joyous because that felt so unsustainable to us. And our joy had nothing to do with the transition that this place was going to go through. Like, we knew how hard it was going to be for our friends and neighbors.
The Tongass has this history of being public lands that was created by Theodore Roosevelt without consulting native tribes whatsoever, and there's a legacy of that we have to deal with. But at the same time, we've got a huge landscape that is owned by all citizens in the United States, where people can be involved in it, people can use it, tribes still have access to it, and it creates subsistence resources and still offers opportunity for traditional and customary uses if the policies support that.
You want future generations to enjoy what we have enjoyed our short lives. I would love my grandchildren to come back here and go, wow, Grandpa used to live here. It's beautiful. And enjoy the same things I got to enjoy with my grandparents. Things like that. So yeah, education and preserving it for future generations, because, you know, like I said, once you deplete a resource, it's gone.
I would really love for people who utilize the Tongass to really take that kind of attitude and perspective, so that it isn't just completely wiping out these resources.
I can't stress enough how important the Tongass is